So one of my favorite things about motorcycle riding is at the end of the ride. The day is done, the bikes are parked, and sharing with the other riders kind of like the experiences or the way that you interpreted that ride, you know? Even if it was the same road or the same destination that the other riders are riding. Yeah, it's that moment when you get comfortable, you pour that glass of mezcal and just start talking, listening, sharing, you know? Really letting it all out.
How do you get to Zihuatanejo from 3 days out in Nuevo Laredo? You gotta leave town, head south, and lose your mind. Take the long way down about 1,300 miles. You can take a train, you can take an aeroplane, you can take a ride. Yeah, you could take a ride. You could take a plane. You could take a fast train. Or you could take a ride. Yeah, you should take a ride. I know a crew with a lot of skill. Some of them made it up Manny's Hill. 16 riders with a challenge of their own in mind. Take some challenges. I recommend the Mezcalinges. You could take a cobblestone road to an ancient mine. You can take a train. You can take an aeroplane. Or you could take a ride. Yeah, you could take a ride. You can take a plane. You can take a fast train, or you can take a ride, a moto rally ride. You can take a ride up to Manny's Hill. You can take your hog down a donkey trail. You could lose your phone on a bumpy road. You could pay the toll and take the high road. You can take a train. You can take an aeroplane. You can take a ride. You can take a ride. You can take a plane. You can take a fast train. Or you can take a ride, a moto rally ride. How do you get to Zihuatanejo? 3 days out in Nuevo Laredo. Gotta take a Mezcal Moto Rally ride. Gotta take a Mezcal Moto Rally ride.
Don't look at me.
So I've known Nick for a long time, through Clay Imports, right? So I knew him through there for a long time. And then I remember he mentioned it once casually and I was like, dude, that sounds cool, like I'm in.
Adrian, who you're going to talk to later, that's how I found out about the rally.
I love traveling in Mexico. I've traveled Mexico all my life. I've driven down on my own.
He was like, hey, there's a motor rally that has Mezcal in the name. And he sent me the website and I literally immediately, I had no idea what it was and I just signed up and paid. That was last year.
A random rider at a random coffee stop just kind of talking about it, and I signed up.
What is the Mezcal Moto Rally?
Who the fuck did you run this idea by? It said yes.
It's a 3-day rally race, and each day is going to be themed. So kind of like the tagline of the race, it's a challenge of wit, strength, and endurance. So yeah, challenges are in line with those themes of the days. And every night we're going to have a party at our destinations. And every night we're going to announce like who the most badass person was that day. Whoever got the most points.
Okay, rolling.
My name is Nick, and I am one of the organizers of the Mezcal Moto Rally.
My name is Brian. Nick and I are the co-founders of the Mezcal Moto Rally. Nick and I met about 8 years ago. We came up with the idea, traveling internationally, traveling to Mexico, kind of compete with each other.
A Mezcal-themed motorcycle race from Texas through Mexico, ending in a Mezcal-producing state.
I don't know if you remember this. We met at Zoker Brewing. 2 hours later, you and I were still drinking and talking about motorcycles, and that was it. That was 8 years ago.
When we really met. And for me, that was when, that on the bridge, when you had that issue, the accident.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, that's very true. Eric and I took a trip through Mexico in 2016. Everything was perfect. Like, couldn't have asked for a better vacation, couldn't have asked for a better motorcycle trip. There's no bad weather. Everybody was super friendly. No issues with the bike. No issues. Everything just worked out. We get to the border. It's 105 degrees. It's hot. It's nothing but exhaust fumes. I'm choking. I take my helmet off and the lights go out. I wake up. I'm covered in blood. My head is just throbbing. I'm just completely unaware of what's happening. And we realize you and Billy are in, I think, Monterey. First call, you answered. We're in the hospital. You know, he cracked his head open. We don't know what to do. I mean, without even asking, you guys were there, what, 3 hours later, middle of the night. You took the bike to, what, like a factory or something and found a ramp to get it into the pickup truck and drove it home. Billy stayed at the hospital with me to make sure everything was okay, make sure Eric was all right.
I brought the motorcycle from the border back to Austin while Brian was in the hospital. Brian was like, just bring it by whenever, right? He eventually got back to Austin or whatever. And I was like, man, that bike is nice. So I got on it the day before I took it back to Brian, and I rode like 200 miles. And then a few weeks later, Brian tells me that he got this tattoo based on the tripometer reading from that trip. And I was like, fuck. Man, so like that tattoo is 200 miles over what Brian's trip really was. Without further ado, thank you very much, Independence Brewery, for inviting us over today and showing the movie in your awesome tap room. Woo! Yeah.
So we established Independence Brewing Company in 2004 and have been in the same spot ever since, slowly but surely taking over this giant warehouse.
What's the relationship with the group that's doing this race?
We are the official beer sponsor of the Mezcal Moto Rally, because you can't survive on mezcal alone. You know, you need to have something a little lighter along the way.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
So this year, different route, and instead of drinking maybe so much Modelo, they'll have some native Texan and some other beers to take along.
Real quick, just thank you. Really, guys, we're so fucking excited about this. Everybody's been so fantastic. Everybody's been just so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. I assume you guys are. We're going to give away a pair of gloves made by Rob Motostuka. Awesome. And we are going to give away what's left of the bottle of pre-order.
Isn't that already empty?
Yeah.
I finished it over there at the...
What is the difference?
Nana White.
Brandon!
I'll do it. And finally, like I said, whatever's left in the bottle after we fill the flask, the third winner, Adrian.
For 2023 Mezcal Moto Rally, the route is based primarily on the final destination. How we get there is, that's just creativity and fun. Like, we can do whatever the fuck we want, you know? But because we can do whatever we want, we did put some parameters around it. The biggest parameter is 1,300 miles. So we can twist it up and wind it around as much as we want until we get to 1,300 miles. So the destination for 2023 is Zihuatanejo, and that is a coastal town in the state of Guerrero, with stop 1 being in Real de Catorce, and then stop 2 being in Valle de Bravo. And then from Valle de Bravo, we will go to Zihuatanejo. And I just want to start by announcing our Mezcal sponsor for the Mezcal Moto Rally, Creador Mezcal.
Hi.
Thank you.
I'm Marcus. I will keep you guys lubricated with mezcal safely on the trip, and super excited to be involved with the rally. So thanks. Yeah, good to be here. Thank you. Agave has been significant in Mexico for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It is culturally part of the native fabric in Mexico. Obviously, I owe my business to agave. I have a mezcal brand, Creador Agave Spirits, and so I owe a lot to agave there. The reason why I love this race, my mezcal is made in clay. It's fermented in clay, distilled in clay, and you're going to get it in these clay flasks. So it all kind of connects, and so yeah, that's really what attracted me to this event and what you guys are doing. Plus, y'all are badasses for like doing this race. So yeah, super happy to be involved, and yeah, enjoy your Creador.
Thank you, Mark.
Before the MMR, after I met Brian, there's a really nice rest stop. I stopped there, and there's a woman there, and she's riding a Yamaha 900cc bike, and it has Texas plates on it. And we start talking, and she's still tinkering with her bike. So I asked her, what's going on with your motorcycle, and could I help you with anything? It was Amanda, by the way.
My name is Amanda. I am taking my Yamaha XSR 900, which I took last year as well in the rally. So I met Nick on the side of the road in Mexico a few years ago during COVID, and we just got to chatting about, man, like, we love riding around Mexico, not a lot of people do it, I wonder why. And we all had different skills to bring to the table, and then we're like, man, I wonder if people would do this with us if we showed them kind of how to do it.
Turns out this person, Amanda, she was kind of like an event coordinator, and shortly after we got back to the US, told her about the conversation that Brian and I had had about the Mezcal Moto Rally. Yeah, Brian and I, we don't really do group rides, and we're not bike night people. Yeah. We're not even really that likable, really, seriously.
It's very true.
But Amanda is all of that.
And I created the Instagram account real quick just to see if we could record some stuff. I started getting all these people reaching out. How do I sign up? Where are you guys going? What is this about? How do we get more involved?
And the legal stuff also. Like, if anything happens to you, bring your body back. For real, we will not leave your body. We will not leave your body, but
we're gonna need a disclaimer at the bottom that we are not actually gonna bring a body back across the border.
Questions that we haven't already reviewed.
It's a little late. You will go to jail.
Oh shit, okay. All right, glad we're talking about. Don't speed. For those first 50 kilometers, do not speed.
First year, Nick and I made it very, very clear that we didn't want to ride with anybody that didn't know what they were doing and were not prepared for the distance, the effort involved, and the ability to repair their bike or get where they need to go. We didn't want to babysit anybody.
Knowing what you're able to control and what your machine can do, super important. Confidence, you know, on the bike is also a priority for sure.
Are you going to ride this on the rally?
It would be fun, but Erica won't get in the damn thing, so.
What are you going to ride?
We're taking the Road Glide. Nice, easy, riding a couch.
Mm-hmm. Where's the back seat?
Inside, so, you know those little Chinese fortune cookies? I find a good one.
The Panda Express, like a fortune cookie.
Yeah, like a little fortune cookie. The white with the blue 6,
you put
7
a
seats.
cookie under the seat?
No, not the cookie. The fortune. The fortune. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the paper.
The paper. I have years of fortunes saved up for good ones.
Dude, can you share with us what it is?
I think
This is very interesting. I had no
something-
idea about that.
Really?
I didn't know about this about Brian. Okay, so right now, you're taking the seat off the bike, and there's going to be a fortune of your choice down there. Right here.
Relax and enjoy yourself.
I'm gonna start handing these out, and if you have any questions technical about the app, just message Janet. And if you have any questions about what's in here, let me know. Amanda. Fisher.
Success is a journey, not a destination. I like it. Could you please look at your color?
So it's kind of hard to tell when it's like half broken.
Okay, ¿qué emocional?
Let's do it. Man, some of the guys on the ride this year who carried over from last year, right? They're pretty competitive. Like the year one people, like they're just like some shit popped up on their Facebook something, and they're just like, register. First time I remember signing up was Dan, and I was like, what? Man, why is this cool hot dude all like wanting to be hanging out with us and everything? And I'm like, all right, well, whatever, you know?
Daniel Arevalo. I'm riding a 2018 Ducati Multistrada Pikes Peak. I've had this bike a year now. I've been riding a bunch of bikes over the years. Bought this one, super fun. Took it to Monterrey, Saltillo area already. It's great on the twisties, so I'm excited to take this one down to Ziwa.
And when he signed up, then Chris, then the next one, and all of a sudden there was 15 people.
Yeah.
My name's Chris Beal. I live in San Antonio. This year I'm going to be taking my bike, which is a 2022 Multistrada V4S Ducati at that. So last year I took by far the heaviest bike. It was a 1,000-pound beast. It was a 2015 CVO Street Glide that was stretched with front and rear ride, 23-inch front wheel, 12-foot watch stereo. It was a beast. Dropped it twice, a little sketchy. But yeah, no, and I swore if I ever did this again, I'd take something a little more adventure-oriented. So that's what we're doing.
My name's Fran, and I'm one of the racers on the Mezcal Moto Rally 2023 edition, heading down to Zihuatanejo, leaving tomorrow at 7 a.m. Yes, so this is my second time participating in the Mezcal Moto Rally. I did attend the race last year. Last year I was riding a 2019 Triumph Tiger 1200. This year, switched it up a little bit. I'm riding a BMW 1250 GS, and we're gonna see how that goes. I'm super excited.
Manuel Hernandez. Second year on the trip for MMR. I am taking the same bike again, which was a lot of fun last year. It's a 2019 Triumph Scrambler XE.
Todd is, man, that guy is, he can fucking just like do, like he's fast and safe. It's like he's not even racing. He's just like really efficient.
Todd Warner, second year of doing the Mezcal Moto Rally, so super, super excited. Second year of doing this. Last year I was on a BMW. This year I'm on an Aprilia, so I thought I'd try something a little different, maybe a smidge more comfortable, but we'll see how it works out.
And then Adrian, man, Adrian is so fucking like energy, so much energy all the time, and that just carries into his riding constantly.
Yeah, my name is Adrian Nájera. I was born in San Diego, raised partially in Mexico City. Took a 2019 GS 1250. Great bike. It's a great bike.
How's it going? My name's Rob. I love old BMWs, so I have a 1992 R100 GS Paris-Dakar, and it's a perfect bike for this trip because it carries 9 gallons worth of fuel, which is great for me, and it's also great for people, anybody riding with me in case they run out of gas, because my gas tank is way bigger. And I hang out with a lot of chopper guys, and their gas tanks are like this big, and we all know that size matters.
I want to say, of all the racers that I've talked to so far, George's arrogance definitely takes #1 place. He thinks he's going to win, but he doesn't know that we're all gunning for him, and we're gonna knock him down a peg this year.
I'm George. I'm an engineer. I'm taking a 2019 BMW 1250 GS. It was a total accident. I wasn't planning to win anything. I was like, there's all these people here who've been riding for 5, 10, 20 years, right? And I was like, I'm just along for the ride. Amanda invited me. I was like, this looks like fun, you know, get out of my usual riding. This year I swapped to the GS primarily because there's going to be off-road. Like I have a dirt bike and I like going out and tooling around in the middle of nowhere, but I'm not a good off-road rider. I definitely wouldn't put myself up there off-road, so I kind of want to give myself every advantage I can. So that's mainly why I got the GS.
I mean, it can happen on these bikes if you get them, especially kind of upside down.
I had it upside down for like an hour.
We bet whoever comes in second between the two of us has to buy next year's ticket for the other person.
He's gonna be buying.
Not gonna happen.
So this year, the plan is for the San Antonio crew to still stick together. We made friends last year, we stuck together, and we loved it. We had a blast. Plan is to still do the same thing this year. There is an asterisk though. If there are any challenges that require us to split up, or if there's any good reason, for example, if I'm winning and I can beat those two assholes and get first place, fucking I'm taking off.
We miss you.
Billy!
Yeah, I'm recording this.
I feel like those people who didn't sign up for year one, that knew about year one, but they didn't sign up because they thought it was a scam. I don't know, man. They're a little bit safer. Okay. And you know, then they sign up for year two. So I'm like, all right, those are cautious people. They're good. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, my name is Brandon. I'm here living in Austin for 20 some years, and my bike is a V-Strom 1000, 2014. Had it for a while. Taken a lot of long trips, and never ridden it through Mexico. And then somehow I missed the boat last time. But then I was also like, that's okay. Let's let these guys get this first one out of the way, and then I'll jump on the second one. So
it's awesome, dude. I've never ridden through this part. It's just beautiful. Yeah.
Carlos Marquez. I'm riding a 2020 Hypermotard 950 and kind of learned about this event last year through Amanda. And I wasn't able to go just because of some happenstance injuries, but I flew down to Mexico and kind of told myself, you know, I do want to go.
My name is Anthony Molina, the Scrambler 1200 XC 2020, yeah.
Oh, the James Bond bike.
Yes.
Like half the people here have that bike right now.
Yeah,
Manuel.
yeah. Me and Manuel, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Damn,
yeah, and
Sebastian.
Sebastian. As a matter of fact, Sebastian is the reason that I'm here now.
No shit.
Yeah.
How's that?
So I came across his picture, the photo of his bike in the tunnel in Real de 14 last year. And I became obsessed with it, and like 5 minutes later, a good friend of mine, Juan, who's a photographer, sent it to me. And I'm like, this is freaking awesome. So I started digging into Sebastian's profile, and I find the link, and I go into the Mezcal Moto Rally, and I start reading about it, and I start seeing everything, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm hooked, I'm doing it.
My name's Cliff Fisher. This is my first year attending the Mezcal Moto Rally. Todd and Adrian, obviously rode the first year, and I kept getting these texts from Todd along the way. He's like, you should be here. This is totally your style race. You should be here with us. And so there was a little FOMO, right? A little fear of missing out. And we don't break away based on scheduling and my responsibilities. I just haven't been riding in recent years. And so I needed a really big, compelling event to change that. And this was that. I have many, many years of adventure riding under my belt. This gentleman here, my friend Todd, was part of that introduction to adventure riding. And most of what I do is customize bikes. So magical beers appear. And this was a moment for me to, kind of reacquaint myself with adventure rally riding and get back into it in a big way.
Francois Fellini from Austin, Texas. I'm on a 2014 Moto Guzzi Stelvio NTX. And it's actually Adrian and Todd who told me about this and kind of pressured me to sign up. And no, I've been super excited ever since. So been looking forward to this for like a year. So, yeah.
Well, right on, man. I'm glad to have you, dude.
Yeah.
The most concerning stuff is still the safety of everybody. Any road trip, right? It's you and what you can pack, and that's it.
I worried the most probably about mechanical failure and field repairs, honestly. Yeah. So I'm the guy who hasn't had to change a tire in the field before.
So I tend to be more prepared than most people. I bring a lot of first aid stuff. I bring a lot of tools and nonsense, and knock on wood, you know, you never need them, but if you don't have them, you're screwed.
So when people say, oh, Amanda, is Mexico safe? Like,
I don't know. Is this one of those limiting beliefs where it's like, I don't think I can go to Mexico?
Concerns over crime.
Bad things in Mexico, this and that. And I remind people all the time, bad things happen everywhere. Use common sense, you know, something you wouldn't do here, don't do it there, and you'll probably be okay. So.
There's motorcycles in Mexico, so obviously there's riding there too, right? So there's motorcycles mostly everywhere in the world, so anywhere it's not going to be that much different.
It seems like if it's just chaotic, right? But when you're watching it, it's organized chaos. Everybody's paying attention.
But then once you get down there, all of your fears will be gone and it'll all be worth it.
Like in one day you can see like 3 different types of landscapes, from like desert to like mountains to like, you know, almost like forests or like rainforest area. So super cool.
If you can just open your mind a little bit and enjoy what's there, you'll love it.
Mexico's just a neighbor for me.
Hey, Adrian also mentions that you can wheelie that Guzzi.
I can, yeah.
And you think we'll see any of that on the ride?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, she's heavy, but she'll get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be fun. Like race, adventures, like prizes, like whatever. It's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Do you plan to?
This is a bicycle race, right?
Around an obstacle that's totally not planned. It's exciting, it is fulfilling, and it's one of the best experiences of my life. Do it.
It's really humid today.
What happened? Everyone already left.
We don't have any signal here to actually map.
Yeah.
Mezcal?
Yeah.
There's somewhere.
Hungover as fuck.
You know, we couldn't stop, so he's behind us somewhere. We had to leave him.
Hold on. The Chupacabra jumped out. The boulder, I reality this year.
MMR 23, day 1.
¿Qué más subiendo?
Yeah.
Bienvenidos a Hotel Manantial en Playa Blanca.